the CCP leadership is most worried about the fear of letting the leader go first. Are Trump's military actions aiming at the CCP? The looming crisis of internal and external threats. Part 2. Hello everyone, welcome to the China Probe channel. I'm Aylin, and it's a pleasure to explore recent China issues with you. Today's topic focuses on the internal and external challenges currently faced by the Chinese Communist Party, CCP. To explain things more clearly, this will be divided into two parts. This video is the second part, focusing on internal threats. According to a foreign media outlet report, multiple retired CCP officials have collectively disappeared after leaving the country, raising alarm among the CCP's top leadership. An insider within the system revealed most of these individuals are bureau or division-level officials. Their families had already settled in the US, Australia, or Europe. After going abroad, they cut off contact with China. Before leaving, they had already disposed of their real estate and withdrawn most of their savings, even abandoning their pensions. For example, former Deputy Secretary of the United Front Work Department of Gansu Province, Ma Ruilin, fled to the United States with his family. In interviews, he confirmed the existence of re-education camps in Xinjiang and stated that most officials within the system only praise CCP leader Xi Jinping on the surface, while harboring deep resentment toward him privately. Another insider added, all departments are now investigating the family situations of retired personnel, including overseas connections, children's movements, property holdings, and bank deposits. If assets are found to be inconsistent with income, exit from the country will be restricted. He emphasized that for officials from key departments, such as the United Front, Public Security, and State Security, post-retirement reviews were already strict and have now reached a deadlock where no one dares to approve, and no one dares to guarantee. A Beijing-based scholar, Mr. Li, analyzed that this sense of fear has spread to lower and mid-level officials. A new wave of retroactive anti-corruption investigations has reignited panic among those who believed they had already landed safely. Political commentator Wang Youchuan stated that the CCP leadership is most worried about the fear of letting the leader go first. He outlined three key groups: those purged by Xi, double-minded individuals within the military, and those passing intelligence to the Central Intelligence Agency CIA. First, those purged by Xi. Since taking power in 2012, Xi has launched multiple waves of purges against high-ranking officials in the party, government, and military under the banner of anti-corruption. However, this has largely served as a tool for political struggle, evidenced by many corrupt officials escaping punishment, including their backing former CCP leader Jiang Zemin. Those targeted, along with their families and associates, harbor deep resentment and are considered among the most threatening anti-11 forces. Second, double-minded individuals within the military. Xi is particularly concerned about this group, as a sudden turn of weapons could directly threaten his life. Among the officials he purged were members of the 20th Central Military Commission, which he personally assembled. 5 out of 7 were allegedly double-minded. Notably, former Vice Chairman He Weidong, exceptionally promoted by Xi, met the same fate despite having little apparent reason to oppose him. Third, those passing intelligence to the CIA. Since 2025, the CIA has released several simplified Chinese recruitment videos on YouTube, such as CIA Secure Contact Guidelines and Why Choose Cooperation, Become the Master of Your Destiny. These videos have accumulated over 100 million views, suggesting that beyond curious viewers, many may be Chinese netizens, or even CCP officials. Individuals who possess knowledge of the top leadership's daily routines, technological secrets, military intelligence, or Taiwan Strait war plans could cause severe consequences if they appear to act openly while secretly advancing hidden agendas. For instance, the U.S. Special Forces' precise capture of former Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro was largely due to insiders providing detailed information about his daily life to the CIA. Similarly, joint U.S.-Israeli operations targeting Iran's supreme leader Ali Khamenei and other senior officials relied on timely access to highly classified meeting information. Thus, Xi's greatest concern is not distant adversaries, but those close to him who swear absolute loyalty, while secretly providing intelligence to the CIA as a contingency for themselves. Some may wonder whether such scenarios are realistic, and evidence can be found in recent events. On October 22, 2022, the CCP's 20th National Congress concluded, and just 2 days later, a U.S. Air Force-affiliated research institute released a 250-plus page report detailing the development and deployment of China's rocket force. In the event of a U.S.-China conflict, such intelligence would allow precise targeting. Consequently, after China's 2 sessions ended in March 2023, Xi initiated a major purge within the rocket force. On March 9, 2026, the Institute released another report titled, Dancing on the Edge, Nuclear Warhead Management of the CCP Rocket Force, revealing detailed information about Base 67, which manages China's nuclear warheads. Located at Hongchuan Central Stock Location in Baoji, Shaanxi Province, it is the only base responsible for centralized nuclear warhead management. Australian-based commentator Jiang Wangjing disclosed that, following this incident, the Chinese Academy of Engineering removed information on 3 academicians, Wei Yiyin, Zhao Xianging, and Wu Manqing, from its official website. Public records indicate they are all military industry experts, suggesting another wave of purges may be underway. A commentator joked that the report resembled a rectification notice issued by the U.S. military to the CCP. For example, it noted outdated computer systems still in use, overly concentrated nuclear warhead storage, and limited access routes that increase accident probability or interception rate during conflict. Interception by whom? Let the CCP ponder. The critique sarcastically suggested that while the CCP believes it has dug deep tunnels and stored ample grain, the U.S. military understands its weaknesses even better than it does. The U.S. military, just like telling the CCP, take a hike. U.S.-based Chinese commentator Hu Liren pointed out that the CCP separates firearms and ammunition within the military. However, due to strong anti-11 sentiment within the ranks, if weapons were unified, the primary target would likely be Beijing, hence Xi's reluctance to engage in war. He also argued that U.S. infiltration of the Chinese military far exceeds China's infiltration of the United States. Many Chinese citizens travel to the U.S. each year and can be approached under various conditions. Rumors of Chinese generals leaking intelligence to the CIA have reportedly heightened Xi's fears. Additionally, during U.S.-Iran conflicts, both the U.S. and Israel increased incentives for insiders. The U.S. offered rewards under its Justice Rewards program, while Israel's intelligence agency, Mossad, encouraged citizens to provide information, both achieving notable success. A commentator speculates that if such strategies were applied to China, Chinese citizens would be the guiding forces, once referring to locals assisting invading armies. Today the concept of guiding forces evolve in the digital age, and Chinese citizens could provide evidence of CCP actions directly to the international community. The commentator paraphrased Mo's sad messaging. Under the watch of countless eyes, none of the CCP's crimes can remain hidden. Every photo taken by Chinese citizens becomes a precise strike against its wrongdoing. He argued that dismantling the CCP is necessary to escape its meat grinder system. Finally, Yu Mao-chun, director of the China Center at the Hudson Institute, commented on Platform X, US-China competition has gone beyond governance. It is now a clash of ideologies and political systems, freedom versus authoritarianism, markets versus command economies, rules versus revisionism. He urged the US to openly challenge the CCP's hypocrisy and propaganda and expose its true intentions. He warns that hesitation would allow the CCP to further entrench its narrative and erode the foundations of global order. To ensure the future of freedom and democracy, we must act decisively and fight the CCP's broken ideology and customary dishonest behavior. As for when the CCP might collapse, it's definitely not up to anyone and decided by the Creator. What we can witness is just the chaos preceding the outcome. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Please press like, share, and subscribe. Your support is my greatest motivation. Feel free to leave your comments below. See you next time.